Did you know there are simple ways to modify whatever you are doing in the classroom for students with disabilities? Well, I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to give you 3 tips. But first, hi, I'm Kayla. I am your personal inclusion specialist, and I'm going to help you include everyone in your classroom. Whether you are a general education teacher, a special education teacher, service provider, administrator, or a parent, I'm going to start using this channel as an educational platform for you and your team, which includes your student, but we will discuss self-advocacy later. Today's lesson, how to modify for any sort of disability. I think the best way to work on modifications for everyone is to think of it as a snowman. I don't know, who doesn't love a visual? I'm probably going to forget I said snowman. Anyways, 3 tips, getting more and more specific, like a smaller circle. Like snowman, whatever, you get it. Okay, so number 1, start with the mindset of what is the point? When you look at your worksheet or activity or project your student with a disability is about to get, instead of thinking, wow, this is a really hard lesson, my student can't do this, say, what is the point for my student? If it's a counting money activity, maybe your student is recognizing coins or working on numbers or working on moving an object from one area to the other or working on eye gaze. Really, an activity can be modified to your student. So when I tell you to say, what's the point? I mean, what do you want your student to get out of this activity that is relevant to them and still including them in the activity with the rest of their peers? Having your student do the work with their same age peers also gives them the access to what their grade level is learning. Something to remember for people with disabilities is that we don't always know how much information they are receiving and obtaining. Just because they are expressing information differently to us doesn't mean they aren't fully comprehending everything that is being said or shown to them. Number 2, be prepared. Fanny packs are in, so get your cute Lululemon dupe fanny pack out and fill it up with whatever kind of accommodations your population of students might need. My fanny pack usually had a highlighter, a pen, a pencil, different colored markers, a thick black marker, blank flashcards, some picture icons like yes, no, break, food, etc., a token board if necessary, and sometimes a snack or some other incentive for worst case scenarios. I don't like food being a positive incentive to do anything, but again, that's a whole nother lesson. I love modifying worksheets on the fly. It's hard sometimes to get teacher plans days before so you can prepare. So I'll write the answers with the highlighter for them to trace. I'll write 2 choices on a blank piece of paper and have them make a choice or make the lines thicker if needed, and so on. Did any of these modifications confuse you? Did you question any of the items in my fanny pack? What would you add to your fanny pack? Let me know below. Other ways to be prepared: run an ability awareness activity with the classroom before practicing inclusion. If this is the first time your student is joining everyone, give time to explain how people communicate differently or work differently, and give a safe place for questions. I also suggest having a behavior intervention plan that everyone is ready to implement if needed. Ability awareness activities and scripts are on my website, and behaviors is a whole other topic, like 30 videos. Again, let me know what questions you might have below and I can go into more detail. I love going into more detail. 3, last tip, ask yourself these 2 questions. What is the IEP goal I can focus on in this activity, and what's the point of this lesson for my student? Now, whatever answer you can come up with that hits both of these questions, then that is how you will modify the work for your student. I picture this like a Venn diagram. So our snowman has 2 heads. And look, I brought it back, so snowmen are in. The first snowman head, you figure out what IEP goal your student has that could possibly be worked on in this activity. I used to make an IEP Matrix. So let me explain an IEP Matrix. On the top of this graph table thing, I had all the IEP goals summarized or numbered, just so I know which ones I was talking about. And on the side, I had the student schedule with school subjects, recess, services, etc. Then I would go through the table and put an X for every time during the day there's a possibility that that child can work on that goal. Now, that's one snowman head. The other snowman head, what is the point of this lesson for my student? We are in math and the class is working on money word problems. Your students' IEP goals are all about counting 1 through 20 or tracing numbers. Does that mean stop working on the money math word problem worksheet with everyone? No, of course not. Break apart the word problem for them. Highlight the numbers, practice tracing the numbers, count coins like pennies as they are only 1 cent. Want to make it a little harder? Start teaching the student coin names and amounts of what they're worth. Really, that should be an IEP goal for your student. That is also an independent living goal and a math goal and really a writing goal too. So you're really hitting a lot of things with this money worksheet. Need help finding ways to connect school lessons to your students' IEP goals? Drop them below and let's find a solution together. Okay, so that's it. What is the point? Be prepared and connect the goals and the work. If you found any of this helpful, let me know by liking this video, subscribe for more videos, and welcome. You are all welcome here. Inclusion starts with you, and I just want to help. Bye.